Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bryndís, and here is Emma. You want to say hi? No? Ah. Today I'm going to talk about the books that I've been reading this past week. I'm very excited about them. I finished one book, and then I have 4 books on the go, which is very crazy for me. I feel that I've been having so many books on the go at the same time, which is it's not my normal way of reading books, but it's not a problem. Like, I'm enjoying it, but it's interesting how your kind of reading changes. But for now, it's working very well. Before I get into the books, I have to tell you that I went to see the movie, Project Hail Mary movie with Ryan Gosling, and it's fantastic. It is prime example of how books should be adapted to movies. It's so faithful to the book, but I mean, there were some slight changes for sure, but they all, I feel, complemented the book. So yeah, I was very happy with the movie. It's fantastic. Anyway, the books that I finished one book that I finished this week. Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoyevsky. I will say that there were parts of the book that I kind of scanned or went through very quickly, because this is a very book. Oh my God, this book! It's very difficult for me to review this book, and because I mean, this book is a masterpiece. It's phenomenally well written, in my opinion. It's the story, the characters, the plot, the setting, the kind of progression of the story. It's all very gripping. The atmosphere that he creates is so fantastic, but also overwhelming, because there is the anxiety gave me anxiety. It was so heavy. So that part of the book is 5 stars without a question. It's so good, and it was just pure joy reading such good quality writing. I really love that when I find a book that is just it was so good. But I also didn't really enjoy it. It was too, I don't know, it was just too something. So I've decided I'm going to give it 4 stars, because again, I recognize the brilliancy of this book, but also want to be true to my, my heart. But I'm really happy that I finished it, and that I managed to finish it. I will say that the ending was surprising to me, and really enjoyed the ending. So let's just say that. But yeah, the Raskolnikov was a character so he's the main character. He's the one that commits the crime and is basically going through his own punishment. He is, at times, I really liked him, and enjoyed that character, and I think that he's a very well written character for sure. But then other times I was like, is he insane? Is that the problem here, that he's simply insane? Because he was acting weirdly before the crime. But then also I'm just like, what? He's a jerk. He's like a complete jerk. So he had a lot, there were a lot of layers to that character. And I really enjoyed Sonia. Thought she was really lovely and faithful, but not weak. You know, or at least that's not how I saw her. So I really like that. And the detective, I can never remember his name. I really liked him as well. I thought that, yeah, he was really good. But yeah, it was, yeah, like I said, I'm really happy that I read it. And I'm not sure that this book made me more interested in reading more Dostoyevsky. I have The Idiot and I have The Brothers Karamazov on my shelves. I think that, yeah, you can see them there. And I'm definitely not in a hurry to get to those based on this book. But maybe they are completely different. Please let me know if they're different. I think I actually saw The Idiot as a play like 30 years ago. So I don't remember anything about it though. But yeah, so that was Crime and Punishment. Whew. Like so super happy that I'm done with this book. But I think I need to think about it a lot, and maybe I will read it again at some point. And you know, I don't know. There was something about it that I just really didn't like, but then there were parts about it that I really loved. So it was a difficult book to read. I did speed up the audiobook, which is something that I usually don't do. It's a sign, obviously, but yeah, Crime and Punishment. And then the 4 books that I have going. So first of all is The Glass Hotel by Emily St.John Mandel. This I'm reading in the Audio Miles reading event for March, where you read this or listen to this book as an audiobook as you walk. I'm only halfway through because I have not been walking nearly as much as I had expected or had been doing before. And I think that's because I think I've already said also, because I also started at the gym, and that has just kind of sapped me off all of my energy for walking. But so I think I have about 5 hours left. And I think that in the last few days of March, I will be kind of traveling and in a setting where like a different routine. So going for walks would be probably easier. I'll be done with that gym for a couple of weeks. And then we have Easter. So even if this goes into April, that's fine. But that book is, I'm not sure that I'm enjoying that either. Like, I think it's really intriguing, and I'm like trying to figure out how all of these bits of stories, how they will end up like connecting. And yeah, I will talk about it properly when I'm done with it. But it's an interesting book, and yeah, not the favorite for sure, but maybe it will get better as I start to really understand what's going on. Like I said, I'm only halfway through. I think I've already now walked 25 kilometers. So when I go for walks, I don't walk very fast. So given that I'm halfway through, I should end in like 50 kilometers, which is more than a marathon. So that's cool. That's going to be really cool. But I might, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm definitely going to finish the book and the Audio Miles event for sure. I really think it's really cool to measure your distance and connect that with the book. I think that's really, I love that concept. So, but yeah, so I will talk about that. We'll see if I will be done next week. It might not be until after Easter, but that's fine. Then the other book that I'm also reading, another book that I'm also reading is Charles Dickens' Martin Chuzzlewit. I'm very I'm just beginning. We met Martin Chuzzlewit. We met his grandfather, who is also Martin Chuzzlewit. And there is Mr. What is this called? There's the character here who's really, he reminds me of the character from Nicholas Nickleby. I can't remember his name, the boy that was being mistreated so badly. I'm not sure if that caused him to have a disability or if he already had a disability as like before he was abused. What's his name? Oh, I love that character. There is a character like that, similar to that in this book. Very kind of innocent. I like that, but it's definitely starting off differently than I was expecting, and immediately I feel that it's not the same as my previous Charles Dickens. This would be number, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 of his books that I'm reading, and I feel already the atmosphere is different than in the previous books, but we'll see. So I'm not enjoying it as much as I have previous books, but obviously it's still very early on, so hopefully it will pick up, but it's very long as well. So I am listening to this as an audiobook as well, and so I'm kind of going through. I actually have 3 audiobooks going at the time now that I'm done with. No, yeah, I also had, yeah, I have 3 audiobooks going at the moment, The Glass Hotel and then this one. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how long it takes me, but when I'm done, I will talk about it properly. The other audiobook, or the third audiobook that I have on the go, I just started last night, so I'm just in like the first, I think, 2 chapters. I think I've done with 2 chapters, and it is My Sister, the Serial Killer. Oh, I can't remember. Something, the first name, you can see that her name, Braithwaite, I think was the last name. So this is my mystery for March Mystery Madness. So happy that I found it. It is, I think I've seen Ellen read this book, or at least it's been on her TBR. Yeah, I think you read it, right? But it fits all the 3 prompts for March Mystery Madness in that the author was not born in my country. The story takes place in a different continent. There was a 3rd one, I can't remember that, but I think it fits all 3 of them. So this is a Nigerian novel. The author is Nigerian, and it is, as you know, it's about the main character's sister, who is probably a psychopath or sociopath, and probably a serial killer, or that's what the title and the blurb gives you to think. Like I said, I'm very early on in it, but I'm already really like, whoa, what is this? This is really interesting. It's a short book. I think it's like 5 hours or less than 5 hours, the audiobook. And I really love the narrator has this Nigerian accent, and I love that. One of my best friends was married to a Nigerian man, and I can just hear, and she would like, she's not English, like her English is not her native language. So when she was speaking English, she would speak sometimes English with Nigerian accent because he was surrounded by Nigerians all the time. It was really funny to hear this white European woman speaking English with a Nigerian accent. And so it kind of brought up some memories like that. That's cool. But yeah, it's really cool. I never read anything from. No, that's not true. I have read Chimamanda. What's her name? Chimamanda. I can't read. Adichie. I read her nonfiction Notes on Grief. I'm pretty sure she's Nigerian. Yeah, I think that she was Nigerian. Is Nigerian. So I have read from Nigeria before, but it's been a while, and it's been a while since I've read anything from like Africa. So it's very, very exciting to be reading this book, and it's also then for my diversity book challenge, which is fantastic. I was really hoping that I would be able to merge these two challenges. Yeah, so I'm really excited that I was able to find this book, and I've seen it, like I saw it on my audiobook app, it just popped up, and then I remembered, because I think, like I said, Ellen, and I think other people have been reading this book maybe last year or something. So I was really happy that I had it, and it's so far so good, definitely, and I'm pretty sure I will be done with it by next week. Yes, so then the last book that I'm reading is The Stand by Stephen King. Also just barely touched it. A lot of my reading time, reason I haven't read a lot in this one, I started it actually last 6 days ago, but as you can see, I read the first 3 chapters, I think. No, 2 chapters, and then I put it aside because I was just determined to finish this one, and managed to do that. So I was using times in my day where I would usually read a physical book to read the audiobook, and because I needed to just to have that book done. But so that's why it's only been 2 chapters. I'm liking the beginnings. I think it's really, I mean, the description of how this virus is killing people is like horrid. But, you know, the first 2 chapters are very interesting and giving me hope that I'm going to enjoy this book. So that was that. You know, I'm pretty sure this one will turn out to be fantastic, even though the beginning is a little bit shaky. I'm sure I will love the ending for The Glass Hotel. And My Sister the Serial Killer is really starting off really strong, as well as The Stand. So I'm in pretty good shape when it comes to what I'm reading currently. Yes. So I was gonna do. I've been tagged in a couple of tags, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get to them this week, but we'll see. Things are a bit crazy, busy. But yeah, have you read Crime and Punishment? I think I probably asked you already. If you've read it, what do you think about it? And you know, these books, My Sister the Serial Killer. Have you read that? And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.